Embedded in it is a collection of small animal bones. Nonetheless, you have no problems identifying 2 complete small human skeletons. One by one, you pry loose the bones from the writhing of the ganglion. Its motion becomes more and more agitated as you work, and a wave of relief washes over you as the last piece comes loose. Now you must make your way out of this death trap. Oh, jeez. Okay, we're just gonna give this a try again. Click on that to make sure everything is working as intended. There we go. Let's just pop out the chat. Chat settings. Should be like a theater mode or something. Settings. Nope, that's not it. Theater mode. There we go. Perfect. Okay, and then, yeah. Just getting a little bit set up here. Okay. Alright, hey. Giving this whole streaming thing a try again. Hi, my name is... Oh, my name is SomeoneNamedDean. I'm SomeoneNamedDean. That works too. Though technically my username is SomeoneNamedDean because that's what I went with. And yeah, it's been a little bit since I played a video game. Maybe 3 or 4 days. Spending the last little while editing my backlog. And unfortunately, I have a lot piled up. And I'm going to revise how I'm doing my videos now because I'm going to do this whole streaming thing. So I guess I'm just going to try to have everything as one singular video or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Still figuring it out. Anyways, I played this game a couple days ago. I started out as the rogue. This is now a different save file than what I originally had because I switched to a bard, and I'll explain that later. But for now, we're just kind of continuing here. This is some sort of flashback sequence. And I guess we're gonna go through the motions here. So, memories. And by the way, language. I butcher words. It's just that's how I do. So here we go. The opulence is faded. The shadows longer. Clearly much has changed since the last time you were here. Let's see. Try to remember how long it's been. It's been years, perhaps decades, since you were here. Not since your father was the house armsmaster. Not since... ... You must have your wits about you, and perhaps now is not the time to dwell on painful memories. Not since your father's exile. You were no more than 12 when you were driven from the household. Hard were the years that followed. The mercenary life is bloody and unforgiving. Those years stole your childhood, and eventually, they took your father too. But your father had always insisted, to his dying breath, that his failure had been his own, that he had gotten the fate he deserved. The memories are painful, nonetheless. Yeah. Like in the doorway are 2 marble statues. The craftsmanship is stunning. The sight of the 2 women depicted fills you with sadness. Examine them. One you recognize immediately, Valeria Burin, the mistress of the house. You remember her as a gray ghost, absent and unwell. The other statue depicts the girl you once knew so well, Embla Baron, daughter of the house, and now a woman grown strong and clear-eyed. Her likeness has none of her mother's cowed timidness. So if you're tuning in, I do like to use voice mods sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time. How is Mistress Valeria these days?
The mistress is vacationing in the countryside.
Lyra answers curtly. And what of Embla? Lyra's eyes flicker, Ever so slightly.
We should hasten to meet to Master Baron. He's long been impatient to see you.
We'll be on our way. Okay. Let's see here. So this is actually me semi-replaying this portion here. I've already played it before. I was offline at the time. But I think I only played about 15 minutes. This actually would have been yesterday. Short story long, I had a thing to do yesterday, and I'll describe that later. But then I got inspired to kind of restart, change my character class, and here we are. And I actually, my first time around playing this, I just immediately went upwards. That's where you have to go. And I never noticed these areas to the side. Oh, right. We're gonna just take a look here. Bear Strength, minorly on hands, Serpent's Grace. Spell books, right? Can I learn them? Body Magic School, Nature Magic School. So I can't do anything with those. Earth Magic, Earth Magic. You know what? Just grab all these books here. Magic Missile. Aura Fear, Fortify Will, Instill Courage. Mark of Heroism, Holy Light. Flaming Fist, Aura of Flames. Look at this one. Nothing. Nothing here. What about this? Okay. Let's just quickly look at these books here. Earth Magic, Body Magic School, Let's see. I don't think I have any of these. Actually, hold on. I got a level up here. Let's level up quickly. +3 Vitality, +3 Attunement. So, I'm a bard now, so I should have some bard casting stuff. But it might be its own school? Bardic Magic School. Okay. I have exactly 3 points. Put 1 rank in that for a bit of stealth. And we'll put 1 rank in that. And maybe a bit more increased light armor. Yeah, we'll do that. Save and exit. See what's... Oh, I can't even open the store. Okay. Well, looks like we have a bunch of books I can't use. I'll do the right thing and put them back on the shelf. How do I transfer? Through. Oh. Ah! There we go. I'm doing the right thing. I'm just not putting them back to the proper order they were found in. I'm sure they have a librarian for that. Let's see what's over here. Lyra clears her throat behind you.
Not that way. If you don't mind, the master's office lies through here.
She motions to the left. Do you mind if I look around a bit?
Master Cato has summoned you. I don't intend to keep him waiting. Besides, there's no need for you to disturb the servants in their tasks.
I'll be silent as the night. Lyra goes still for a fraction of a second, as if sensing something beyond just your perception. Then her eyes narrow and a mischievous smile plays across her features.
Through the dining hall lies the hearth. A beast lurks there. I wager you cannot make your way past the servants in the dining hall and sneak up on this beast without being noticed.
What shall we wager?
We'll decide that once we see. You can be as quiet as you claim. The dining hall and hearth lies ahead. And mind your steps. I'll only give you one chance.
Okay. Right. So, when I first played this game, I accidentally skipped through the tutorial about stealth. But because I replayed it again as the bard, which was, it's like the beginning tutorial mission here. I mean, I guess this still is technically the tutorial because we're still learning stuff, but stealth is a button down here. It's a little bandit mask. So basically, if you're away from light, you kind of have 100% stealth, but I guess as you get closer to light sources, you get, it's almost like a health factor, I guess. I guess it's dependent on light. Probably their stats. I'm not 100% sure. I can't quite remember. But basically, yeah, it's tied to light sources and your stealth score or your stats. Agility, I think. Wait, no, yeah. Agility increases your stealth, but stealth is also a skill. So when you're in a safe area, the font is green, and you can kind of just replenish it by staying in that area. But moving around, or I guess hiding behind things moving around will deplete it slowly until you can find a spot to replenish it or reset it. There we go, kind of replenished it. So probably want to stay over here. Okay. The room around you lies silent and seemingly empty, save for the crackling of burning logs. The fire casts a dim light and dancing shadows. A single goblet stands half empty on a small table. Lyra's warm breath on your ear startles you as she whispers nearly imperceptibly.
We have walked into a trap. The beast has laid an ambush for us. And you sense him preparing to strike?
Hairs stand up on your neck. If it is from latent danger or something else, you cannot tell.
No. Do not look.
She whispers, louder now.
Close your eyes. Let your sensing be the absence of action. Become empty for that ambience to flow into you. Now, is he to our right or left side?
Oh, awareness versus 10. Empty your minds. We got a bit of a skill check here. Let's see what we get. Success. Yeah. I guess you have a refer to D&D as DC. You have a difficulty class, but here's just a difficulty score to beat. And yeah, you roll 2d6 plus your score or trait, attribute. I don't know what to call it. Skill modifier. And looks like we beat it. Ah. You whirl around to the right, grasping instinctively at the weapon that isn't hanging by your side. Blood rushes to your head and your mouth goes dry. The figure standing in the shadows behind you is laden with the promise of violence. In the corner of your eye, you register Lyra biting her lip in gleeful anticipation. The figure's slow laugh has the texture of an avalanche as he slowly emerges from the shadow. You'd be dead either way, but at least you get a chance to see the blade. Lyra laughs and pats Roland on the shoulder.
Walk. I present Roland Greyeye, a man you should pray to always fight alongside, and never against.
Roland offers up a large battle-worn hand, and his grasp is surprisingly soft as you clasp it. You realize he's making an effort not to harm you with the gesture. Good to see I'm not alone in waiting on the rich and noble. His mouth contorts into something resembling a smile. Have you been summoned as well? Roland's good eye shifts momentarily to Lyra, who interjects.
One of my master's foremost skills is his ability to recognize and attract resourceful individuals. Roland is one such individual, as are you, it seems. Now, my master has waited long enough, and you two will have enough time to get to know one another later.
Lyra offers a short bow to Roland, who returns it in a surprisingly respectful manner.
We must go.
Lyra leads you back through the dining hall. A slight sense of urgency has crept into her step. Wait, what about the wager?
Ah, the wager. Very well. What is a fitting prize for such a feat?
Diplomacy check for a kiss. I'm going to do the roll check just to see if I get experience. Actually, I wouldn't even know if I get experience. I don't know. Laura spins around, and for a moment you fear she's going to punch you. Abruptly, she leans in and whispers in your ear.
In that case, we shall save it for when you return from your assignment.
Now let's go. Lyra closes the door to the dining hall.
Let's not keep Master Kato waiting.
The finality in her voice leaves no room for discussion. Okay. Alright, we're just gonna quickly save. So here, I think is like the main people you must meet in this game. This is definitely Roland we just met. Okay. Right. Kato Baron sits tall in a tasteful but modest reception room. He looks less imposing than you remember, and with a few more crow's feet. Nonetheless, he has lost none of his composure or air of casual authority. You take a seat across a formidable desk from him. The study, like the rest of the villa, is half lit, giving a morose cast to its opulence. The older man's face creases into a tired but genuine smile, which momentarily lifts some of the room's oppressive mood. It's a mercy to see you again. Your own man, and in your prime, Kato says before a frown consumes his smile. It's just a shame our reunion is overshadowed by the fates of those we love, but perhaps, together, we can yet improve our collective circumstances. So, you know, my father is dead. Kato leans forward, hands clasped behind his chin. I shan't deny it. I was saddened to hear of his passing. Despite everything, I remember him fondly. Choices. You drove him to drink and mercenary work. Kato leans back again, and his eyes go distant. He failed in his duties. For an arms master, there is no greater shame than a lapse of vigilance. He drove himself into exile. Lyra shifts slightly behind Kato. Or Kato. I'll say Kato. I guess Lyra shifts a bit because she is the current arms master, and I guess that makes her realize, better not mess up.
If he failed, then it was never possible to succeed.
That may be so, but it is done. I regret his loyalty could not be rewarded. Sometimes the tapestry's weave is not so easy to discern. Kato's face is still mild, yet you sense his tone hardening.
By exiling him, you condemned me as well.
Your anger is understandable. The hardships you must have suffered on the road are written in your face. Such is the cost of mercenary work, I suppose. But do not presume to understand the forces that were at play, and still are. Say nothing. Embla is missing. Kato's voice quivers momentarily, betraying his stoic features. Now, I beg of you, Locke, help me find my daughter. Help her return home, where she belongs.
Why me?
Is it not obvious? You've clearly grown to inherit your father's resourcefulness, and besides, Embla has trusted you since before either of you could speak.
What's happened to her?
She left without notice. A week ago, from the scant clues we had, we believe she has boarded a ship bound for one of the outer isles, Idra. She went of her own free will. At the time, I thought little of it. Kato begins to glower. Since then, however, there have been reports, grave ones. Is that glower or glower? Glower. I don't know. I'll have to look that up later.
Reports?
No one, and no word has left Idra in days. Rumor has it even the Imperial Augurs are still in the dark. I know not how this touches the fate of my daughter, but she must be returned to me, one way or another.
Any idea why she left?
Something has been building in her for years, an aptitude of sorts. But I suspect you already knew. In any case, it's grown much stronger lately and drives her in ways I can't understand. I suspect she is looking for answers.
But why Idra?
Why indeed? There's little on the island save for the port of Horin. If Idra was her destination, she must have landed there.
Horin?
Yes, an old imperial port and home to a few hundred whalers, traders, and the occasional smuggler. We can only speculate as to what drew her there, but it's our only lead.
How can I help her?
Hire mercenaries, travel to Idra, and begin your search in the port of Horin. From there, I trust you to do what needs to be done. Spare no cost. Just bring back my daughter.
Mercenaries?
Yes. If nothing else, the port will be dangerous enough. That is why I've summoned a Roland Grey-Eye to me, a crude but effective sellsword that I made good use of before. We shall accompany you on this task.
I work alone.
I trust your instincts, but I beseech you consider him. He's no great dinner guest, but he's been irreplaceable elsewhere.
Is that so?
The man is a grizzled veteran. He may have slowed with age, but his experience and reliability more than make up for it. He's also much respected by similar men, and so will be instrumental in hiring a reliable crew.
I'll take it into consideration.
Kato shows you his upturned palms, beseeching. I know this thing I ask of you is fraught with danger, but this is your chance at improving your fortune, materially, and in honor. What say you?
I accept, for Embla's sake.
Kato smiles softly, visibly relieved, and for a moment he looks like the man you remember. Have you any final questions or matters to discuss? Time is, as I'm sure you appreciate, of the essence.
Let's just get on with it.
Kato stands, with poorly concealed effort. And Locke, you stand and meet his gaze.
Return her to me. There is no other outcome of this affair.
Shake his hand and leave. Okay, chapter 1. Plus 800 experience points. We're a little worse for wear. You can barely see the water tiles you can walk on. It's like a slightly different color. Hard to notice. Okay, let's go to the shore.
Slowly, you drag yourself from the cold water onto the relative safety of solid rock. You try and fail to stagger forwards as exhaustion washes over you in a great black wave. Oblivion takes you before you hit the rocky ground. ... You're awoken by the You're awoken by the
Cacophonous cries of gulls circling you. Well, that word is probably based on cacophony. Cacophonous? I don't know, I've never said that word before.
Your body is a mass of pain and exhaustion, covered in 1,000 cuts and scrapes. The large white birds gather around you in eager anticipation. What a magnificent feast your bloated corpse would make. Not today. Minutes, or perhaps hours pass as you lay unmoving, trying desperately to will some warmth back into your body. Finally, you manage to force open your eyes open. By some miracle, you are not only alive, but you find yourself on the shore of the cursed island of Idra. Continue. Strewn around you is the wreckage of the Zephyr. You see no other survivors. Lest you find equipment and companions soon, you may have cheated death in vain. So, injuries. Your character is critically injured. This means you have taken enough damage to reduce both your vitality and wounds. The green bar under your character's portrait represents your vitality score. Vitality is a buffer to your wounds, and as long as you have vitality left, you won't take serious wound damage. Vitality is easily lost and easily regained. Potions and healing magic restores vitality, even during combat. The second, purple bar represents your wounds. Losing wounds is much more serious than losing vitality. Reaching 0 wounds means your character falls unconscious. Wounds can also only be recovered by resting or leveling up. Try to avoid taking wound damage at all costs. Whenever you take wound damage, you gain an injury condition as indicated by the icon in the portrait. Injuries confer serious penalties to your character and can only be removed by resting. A party full of injured party members has its combat effectiveness severely reduced. Making camp and resting is the surest way to restore an injured character. Note that resting is not possible in every location, so plan accordingly. You can also rest at inns when you find them. So that's this button here. Ah! This is the camp screen. Use it to feed the party and select camp activities for the party members before resting. By default, the game always autosaves when you make a camp. To fully recover from injuries, your party members must be well fed. Normally 10 points of food is required per party member to recover 100%. Okay, interesting. If less than required amount is added, your party will only recover partially. Select food from your inventory for your party to eat. Now that prepared meals add a lot more food per item than raw ingredients. Seek out crafting stations to craft meals from raw ingredients. You also need to select camp activities for your party members. These provide bonuses based on your character's skills. Okay, cool. I have no food. So is there even a point to rest? Probably not. Spotted something. I've updated my journal.
There's something up there too. How do I get up there? Moderate attunement. So I guess attunement must be the mana. Injured arm.
Wading out of the freezing surf, you lose your footing on the slick stones and fall heavily to the ground. There is a sudden blur of movement in the corner of your eye, and as you frantically try to get to your feet, you slip again. Standing above you on a large rock is a young woman dressed in nautical guild livery. Wet, auburn hair clings to her face in the cold wind. So, this is actually why I basically restarted my save, is meeting this character, because she's a thief, and my character was a thief, and I'm like, well, I don't know if I really want two thieves. So then I was kind of pondering, and then I remembered that the bard class was categorized as a rogue. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let's have a bard and a thief. That way I have a bit more party synergy. I mean, presuming I keep her, it would actually kind of be unfortunate if something happens to this character right away, but I guess we'll find out. I don't think it hurts to have a bard character. I mean, I love rogues, but in traditional D&D, I do probably my most played character classes would be rogue, ranger, thief. No, sorry. I'm saying this based on 5e for the record. It's a little bit different with the other editions. But it would be bard, warlock, rogue, ranger. Not necessarily in that order, but... Anyways, let's continue.
Idra's balls. I was sure I was the only one to make it ashore.
The woman leaps from the rocks and helps you back on your feet. Looking you up and down, she fetches a wineskin from her belt and offers it to you. She fetches. The skin is nearly empty, save for a last mouthful of brandy. You drink it down greedily, and slowly you feel a modicum of warmth creep into your bones. You recognize the young woman's face now. She must have served on the Zephyr. What is your name?
Katyana. Katyana's my name. The crew calls me Kat. Or rather, they did, I suppose.
She looks up and down the beach with a furrowed brow. A furrowed brow.
Listen, you have to get up. We need to get off this beach before you freeze. Or worse.
Worse?
There's something wrong about this place. Can't you feel it? Like a taste in your mouth. There are beasts, huge sea creatures I ain't never seen before. I saw them dragging a dead crewman into the cave west of here. At least I hope they were dead.
Cat shudders. What do you suggest?
We eat supplies and shelter first. There might be salvage to be had among the wreckage on the beach. I also think I spotted the chimney of a house just north of the cliffs. A warm fire and some food would go a long way.
Cat offers you her hand and drags you to your feet. She looks pensively towards the west. Continue.
Also, as I said, there's a cave west of here. I think the crabs dragged off most of the corpses there, but what if they're not all dead? Might be other survivors like you and me. What's more, there's a chance one of the officers was carrying a seal when the boat sank. If we can find it, the nautical guild would give anything to have it returned to them.
A seal?
Captain's seal. It's a medallion of sort that is carried on every guild vessel. It's not just for show either. They say the seals are forged by the Magi, and that they have secret powers, but I don't know nothing about that. All I know is the guild pays well to have one returned if a ship is ever lost. It's always worn by one of the officers, but I don't think the captain had it on him when the fight broke out. Might have been on the first mate, his turnet. I think he was still alive when the ship sank. So I would say, that cape to the west is where we should start looking. You ready to go?
I have some questions first.
There'll be plenty more time for that once we get off the beach. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Good. Found this bow in a cargo crate. We best find you a weapon too as soon as possible. I suspect we'll need it before long.
Together you begin to move off the beach and towards whatever darkness dwells in the island's interior. Let's just quickly save. So yeah, I don't think it was a bad idea to switch it up. Or I mean, for me, at least to restart. So that way I have a different party synergy than two thief characters right away. The wreck picker. A lanky man with skin like sun-dried leather stares slack-jawed at you. He's dressed in rags and with a wide-brimmed hat and a large bundle of scrap slung over his shoulder. Do Basilo's eyes deceive him? More ghosts? Or did the sea spit you back out alive? How many are that lucky? Your eyes fall on the crude spiked club that hangs in his belt. Yeah, the blood-soaked one? Who are you? Basilo makes us living picking out what the mother of maelstroms does not swallow. It has been rich pickings as of late. Crates and barrels and even the odd fleshy morsel. The man bears a row of blackened teeth in what you assume is a smile. What's the club for? The club is caked in dried blood and of crude design. It has the look of a tool used well and often. Basilo offers up a chuckle that is chillingly out of place as he pats it. Every now and then, Mother Maelstrom offers up a little fish that has a bit of fight left in them. All Basilo does is help put them to rest. How many fish did you put to sleep today? He looks taken aback by the question. Don't worry, Basilo did them all nice, just like Father taught him. Anyone still squirming gets a knock on his shell till he's good and floppy. Not to worry. Been doing it for years. Used to help my dad hold him down while he did the knocking. Quick as he liked. Basilo offers an eager smile as if to reassure you that he's very good at what he does. So we can just outright attack them if we want. You murder survivors to steal their belongings? Yeah, I mean, maybe if he found you, he'd smack your head in. I don't know. Basilo fidgets in obvious discomfort as not understanding what you're trying to get at. The drowned men belong to Mother Maelstrom. Doesn't matter if a few of them manage to wriggle onto shore for a last gulp of air. They're drowned men nonetheless, and all Basilo is doing is sending them back to where they belong. That's the way we used to do it on these islands. Now, most folk have forgotten. But not me, not Basilo. My family has been here for a long time. Listen here, Basilo has a proposal for you. The man smiles in greedy anticipation. Shore's bursting with bounty today. Man can make a fortune if he sets his mind to it. Better yet, no need for Basilo to risk his hide. You seem fit enough, and I've got coin. I'll buy whatever you bring me. I'd even have a piece or two to sell you if you're interested. Just beware them clippers. Clippers? Aye, crabs and critters and such. Growing large and strange this time of year. Get your leg in their clippers and they'll lob it right off. So you best be careful. But not to worry, Basilo's always given them the laugh. Even when he was wee. Must have been as big back then. Though it doesn't really feel that way. The old man's brows furrow, and for a moment he is lost in deep thought. In any case, Basilo will be warming his bones up at the old abandoned farmhouse right behind us. Find me there. We'll see. The man slinks off into the fog, heading north. As his form dissolves into nothingness of the mist, you can hear him muttering to himself excitedly. Well, I'm near dead. Don't exactly have food. Got lockpicks. So I'm guessing this is the place. Oh, what's this? Oh. Oh, I guess, yeah, there's crafting in this, so finding ingredients actually makes sense. You can hold right click to highlight the map, but there's certain things that you'll only notice based on your character's, I guess, stats. Oh, I can climb down this wall. I will not. I'll just go around the long way. I think orange means danger. Those things are breathing over there. Ah, crap. I'm nearly dead. Oh. Shiza. That's bad. And this is off to a bad start. Oh man. Okay. Well. Yeah, I think what... Okay, I guess, how far can I move? 4 square? Nope. Load last save. Okay. Well, a valuable lesson was learned. We'll just skip, redo all our options. Okay. We'll save. I definitely have to heal myself, so let's see if we can just go into this house. I think he was saying we can rest there. Might as well pick up some fruit and stuff while we're here. Small farm is overgrown and derelict, and it appears to be abandoned. At one point, you muse. This must have been a quaint place. A good spot to raise a family, perhaps? Suddenly, as if summoned by your very thoughts, the faint but unmistakable sound of children's laughter is carried on the wind. The sound is oddly distorted with a strange echoing quality. For some reason, it chills you to your bones. The sound is interrupted by a woman's cry of pain, or perhaps sorrow. Are we actually hearing that happen, or are we just imagining it? I think I see a trap door in there. How do I get in this house, though? Oh. A woman sits in the grass ahead of you with the well looming over her. She is emaciated, ragged, and covered in grime. How long has she been sitting here? Days? Weeks? She rocks back and forth, almost catatonic. Then, suddenly you hear it again, the clear sound of playful children's laughter rising from the well. The woman wails. Oh, there's... My children. The woman rocks slowly back and forth as she stares blankly at the well in front of her. What has happened? It took them. Called out to them. Oh. Forgot I have voices for this.
It took them. Called out to them. I heard it. Funny thing is, I heard it calling with my voice. Oleg and Anya live in the well now. They're calling for me to join them.
Can I help? Okay.
It will never stop. It will multiply until it covers all the lands and all the seas. And when we are all dead and bones, the conqueror mold will dress our corpses in black mourning veils.
Her voice is flat and monotone, and the strange words almost seem to come from somewhere else. She then lets out a deep sigh. Huh.
What if I had my children's bones to bury? It would give me some respite.
A moment of silence, then the sickening sound of children's laughter once again rises from the well. Jeez, that sucks. Well, we'll help you. I gotta heal. I'm in no condition to fight, so I'm just gonna take all your stuff here. That's sad though. Oh man. There's something totally in there, and I just don't know how we're gonna get in. Beds and inns. Keep an eye out for beds or inns to rest in while adventuring. Doing so is superior to sleeping in the wild. While resting at an inn or in a bed, you have the option to manage your party. This means you can choose what characters get to be part of your main party and who should wait in camp. Okay. Camp followers do not earn XP and never participate in combat. There are a few exceptions to this, however, and there are some cases where even characters outside your main party may chime in during conversations. There's a chest here. The chest ahead of you is wet and covered in seaweed. It also looks familiar. Instantly, you realize this is your luggage from the Zephyr. It has been stowed too well to get to during the mutiny, but by some miracle, it made it to shore where it must have been salvaged. Better yet, the combination lock remains sound, meaning the contents of the chest is likely still unmolested. You best not be getting any ideas with my property, little fishy. Basillo growls as he eyes you suspiciously. I think you mean my property? What old Mother Maelstrom saw fit to bequeath upon me, eyes keeps. Basillo's eyes narrow as he fiddles the straps of his club. Then again, that's not to say I might have been willing to make a deal with ya. What did you have in mind? See, there's this man, a stargazer he is. Came here a few days ago, perched himself on that cliff right over there. Basillo points to the cliff that rises over the beach to the east. Thing is, he was carrying something I can hardly put into words. It's like a tube with glass in it that you can use to look at the stars and such. A telescope? Aye, that's what he called it. Old Basillo would love to have it if you can get your way up to where he made camp. There's meaning in the stars, you see, old wisdom and such. And don't fret, Basillo saw big old fat crow circling near the camp. I'll bet Basillo's eyes that the stargazer's dead and rotting, and his telescope's just waiting to be salvaged. Can I... diplomacy? I'd rather you just hand my things over. Mother Maelstrom's favored and all. Basillo looks surprised and stutters incoherently. Basillo looks surprised and stutters incoherently. What you mean? That just because she made you live, now that you're somehow entitled to Basillo's treasures? The man's eyes tear up. There's truth in that. Basillo knows it's in the bones. Pox on you. There's truth in it. Fine. Have your bleeding box. Basillo goes off to sulk in a corner. I mean, I'll still help you. Maybe. Got some shoes. What's this? Noble's outfit? Huh. Interesting. I guess it just changes your outfit, but... Oh, how's she doing? Oh. Character looks different. I like it though.
There's the one who cheated Mother Maelstrom, and loaded with trinkets for old Beshilo, perhaps? There might be some fine coin in it for you. The old man shakes a worn leather pouch at you that clinks with the sound of coins. Stay as long as you like. Just don't drink the water in the well. The fireplace casts a warm glow across a pile of old fish bones, broken furniture, and strange trinkets that litter the ruined home. Basilo hums contently to himself. Let's trade. Oh. Can I rest in this bed? Maybe I can make a soup or something. Not a valid recipe. Shame. You have some sort of ingredients here? A rope. Probably gonna need that. Let's see. 34 gold for that? Huh. I definitely need to heal. Well, I guess we can just toss all this food here and... I know it's not efficiency, but to my understanding, you craft a meal, you're gonna get more yield out of it versus just raw ingredients, but my guy needs to heal, so let's forage. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I'll do entertain. What's the motivated status? I guess we'll find out. I don't... Let's do forage. Begin rest? Okay. All right. Let's save and make a new save. So he said there was a stargazer to the east. Guess we can just kind of do that. Oh. Emerging from the rocky shores, you survey the dreary interiors of Idra. Rolling hills and moors cover much of the surrounding area, and tall, jagged mountains rise towards the north. East of you, a lighthouse can be seen, its faint light flickering against the gloom. Beyond that lays a bay, and from its far shore, the wind carries the foul stench of burning corpses.
There's something wrong here on this island. Something really bad.
Cat suppresses a shiver.
You came here for a reason, right? The mercenaries and all. Had to have been something important.
Surprised she doesn't know. I thought we recognized her from the boat. Then again, I think we recognized her wearing the guild clothing, but... I don't know. She's also a thief. I wonder if she just looted a body. It was hard to find somebody. Cat listens intently as you tell her about your quest to find Embla Baron.
Girl's lucky to have family care for her.
Cat mumbles.
So, the old man told you she was last seen in Horan, right? Well, I've been to Horan. Landed there on our last run. I could tell something felt off about this place. But nothing like this.
Go on.
Here's how I see it. Horan isn't far, just a day's march to the east around the bay. However, I think we need to be all clever-like about this. Make sure we rearm and maybe even try to pick up a few allies. If we rush in and end up dead, we're not doing this Emba any goods. What I'm trying to say. So they should explore around a bit, right? Have a bit of intelligence and whatnot.
I agree. We need to take it step by step.
Yeah, just like that.
Cat nods.
See over there?
Cat points towards the lighthouse to the east.
Lighthouse still lit, so it's bound to be manned. If we make our way there, we might find out more about what's going on. Might even scrounge up a hot meal.
Any other suggestions? Cat looks around, squinting against the wind. She nods her head towards the northern shore.
I suppose any other survivors of wreckage from Zephyr would be washed up on the shore northwest of where we landed, right? Might be worth a look-see.
Let's head out then. As you set out across the blasted landscape, you have a growing feeling that whatever horrific fate has befallen this region is somehow inexorably tied to your quest. Something dark and vast is slowly spreading throughout the outer isles, tentacles grasping greedily as if searching for something. Great adventures may lie ahead, but so does great terror. Of that, you are absolutely certain. Oh, what? Okay. Yeah, I guess we're gonna begin combat. I wasn't expecting to fight so soon again. Okay. Yes. Oh boy. Oh jeez. I hope this is the type of game where if my character is incapacitated, or is he just dead? We just healed. F words. We're right back here. Oh man. There's more enemies down there too. Okay. I don't suppose I can just rest. Ugh. Yeah, that's bad. I don't have any healing items. I might just load an autosave. Not that I want to be dishonorable like that, but that really sucked. Okay. Let's try this again. First off, I actually should level her up. She reached level 2. So I think... I mean, both of them are from the, I guess, rogue category, except she's a thief sailor. So what's the crossover? I guess backstab? Let's see what she has here. Light weapon initiative, thievery. Let's see. Well, let's get the whole
backstabber thing, because I feel like that's the core ability. We're going to want that. My understanding, it works if certain conditions are met. Usually flanking, I think. To point into that. Light weapon finesse. 3% crit bonus chance. Sure. Piercing damage. So I guess finesse is crit chance. So I could either have her be melee focused or ranged focus. Speed level 5. Okay. Hit bonus. I don't think that would be a bad thing to get. There we go. Okay, that's what we'll do. Save and exit. Okay. Wait. There we go. Let's save one more time. And maybe I should just hold on. I should explore the shore a bit more. Yeah. Maybe we can find Roland. Let's see what we got here. Don't see anything out this way. Spotted something. Corpse. Their chest. A ration. Guess ledges to climb. 2 plus 2d6. My athletics sucks. What about you? 3. Yeah. Okay, well. What's this? Yarn? Gold? The stench of rotting flesh fills your nostrils. Ahead of you, grotesquely misshapen crustacean horrors feast greedily on the corpses of the dead crew of the Zephyr. Huh.
Blasted horrors.
Cat spits through gritted teeth. What manner of forces?
On these creatures.
So is something causing them to mutate, or? I should have been sneaky. Okay. Let's hope we can do this then. I will have you... Hopefully you can shoot over that rock. Let's find out. Hold action. Perfect. Well, that's not good. Okay. Hurting, but... Oof. Oh, I'm getting battered again. I might just have her use this club here. Oh no. Okay. Cool. I would say that was probably worth it because we leveled up. Whew. Learn some spells.
Yeah, let's try spellcasting. Why not? Okay, let's see. Sight to behold, fire sprite. How do I know what spells does what? Left click to select spells, right click to examine them. There we go. Lifting tune. Targets all allies. Inspired. Okay. Very bardic. Let's go with that. And targets all, what's this? Illuminated. So it's like almost like a fairy fire, but not quite. Lesser blindness. Okay. Clarity of mind. And targets any opponent anywhere on the battlefield. Huh. Okay. So a ranged fire spell might not be terrible. Or debuffing. Lesser blindness. I'll go with the fire sprite, I think. Although this one's not bad, it's gets rid of some conditions. You know what? The more allies we have, the more they can do damage. So maybe something where I can debuff allies, or remove debuffs would be better. So let's do that. And then I can try to mess around with spellcasting. Okay, now there looks like there's a cave here. Game saved. Thank you, game. I do appreciate that. Eons worth the sea's ravage upon the land has given birth to this cave. From its depths, a stench of seaweed and rotting flesh rises. So foul is it that it feels like some evil entity attempting to force its way through the pores of your skin and into the core of your being. Try not to vomit. Oof. Success. I just rolled 1 + 10. Oh man. Stealing your resolve, you manage to calm your breathing. Though the stench persists, you manage to push the image of foul things in the darkness, feasting on the spilling entrails of swollen sea corpses from your mind. You carry on into the darkness. Do I have a lantern? No, I don't think I do. Rags. Don't know what this means. I'm assuming this must be... Oh, trinket, I see. These must be like crafting, food, healing, potions. Here, what's this? Hood. Don't know if that actually helps, but I guess it's better than nothing. Okay, what about this? Light axe. Let's see. 2 to 5. What's this? Yeah, okay, this is worse. Yeah, so that's at least an improvement. Save again. Okay. here we go. Stealth? Who has a higher stealth score? I have 5. She has 4. Oh, really? I was like, oh, maybe I could sneak up on them, but then I was like, you know what? No, bottleneck. There we go. We're just going to shoot. I don't even think my character has a bow. Let's try that. Let's see what it does. Crap. Can I shoot past you? Ugh. Oh my goodness, really? Is it because it's too dark in here? Oh my lord. Okay. I'll attack you. Okay, that's progress. Shifting. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. I guess I'll just hold action. Okay. Defend. Oh. Okay. Sure, that worked out. Definitely gonna save again. Okay. Hey. Loot. Some rope. A lantern. Can swap between party members during a check, which is awesome. So I'll choose her. Pick. Unlocked. Better stuff. Good. Okay, let's see what we got here. Soak. Ah, damage absorption. Okay. So this is actually armor. So both of our soak, as it's called, is 0. Well, I guess if this character, Bard, is going to be the front man for a little bit, I guess we'll at least equip it. Guess my character doesn't have pants. Oh well. Oh, right, and lantern. I'll just quickly double check, because sometimes when there's light, I think you see better. Could be wrong. Old and ruined shipping crates litter this part of the cave. Only smugglers would use a place like this to store their goods. Perhaps there are other similar catches to be found on the outer isles? Huh. Oh, we can enter the water. maybe what I should do is go see good old crazy Bacillo. Heal myself a bit. And then I'll probably call it a night because it is getting late for me and I should spend some more time with my son. We've been fixing cars for the last 3 days, by which I mean he got a bluey car, like, you know, one that you can ride on. And he's been driving around for a while. All right, those wolves are over there. I don't want to deal with that right now. But yeah, and he's, I guess, in love with the concept of repairing stuff. So even though he has this perfectly drivable vehicle right now, battery operated with like a little pretend gas pedal, and it has a steering function. It's only a one-wheel drive, but still pretty cool. He's insistent on having it on its side so he could pretend to smack it with a hammer and a wrench, and it's been kind of fun. But yeah, we've been literally working on it for 3 days. Let's see, let's trade. Select trinkets here, and I guess I don't see why we would want to keep any of these items. So I think we just sell it all. Okay, what else do we got? Oh, 34. Oh, guess we have 200. Could steal it. I'm not gonna say we should, but I feel like this guy kind of deserves it for what we're understand. The impression we're given from him. But who knows? Maybe there's a bit of a twist where he doesn't like kill these people that wash ashore. Maybe they mutate or something. Don't suppose I can just rest. No, I think we've gone over this. Yeah, we need food. See a well. Huh. The well seems ordinary enough until you examine it more closely. A thin layer of slimy black mold seems to cling to its walls, and a heavy odor of filth rises from its depths. You could swear you heard something splash around in the shallow waters. A ladder has been placed in the well shaft, and you could easily descend if you wanted to. I'm nearly dead. I probably shouldn't. Let's trade. What else do we got? Crude short sword. Oh, different crit multipliers. Looks like he's keeping the stuff I sold to him, which is good. Definitely want some arrows. Hopefully we have a better time with that. And then for you, we should heal. Okay. I'm gonna save again. I know I'm save scumming, but... Oh no, save scumming implies I'm constantly reloading my save. I only did it that one time. Alright, let's descend. Oh, that looks like something. What is that? It's just a pulsating thing. Okay. Sneak around a bit. How's her stealth again? Attributes. Stealth is 4. Okay, so I want to sneak around as Mr. Clyde here. As you descend deeper into the earthy cave, you realize that that the black mold covers most of the walls, even the air is thick with floating black specks. Gross. Here and there, the mold seems to form nodules? Your mind fills with images of the nodules bursting open in an obscene mockery of birth and black, worm-like tendrils of mold spilling forth into the world. An irrational urge to touch the nodes begin to grow inside you. Move on. Feels like it's going to be some sort of boss. Perhaps it's the thickness of the air or the sickly miasmas that fill this part of the cave, but stars flash before your eyes. Your mind is assaulted with images of alien landscapes. Cities? No. Giant living structures, almost like the coral that the traders from the sea gates sometimes peddle, but large, so large it almost touches the sky. Then you see it. The structures themselves writhe with obscene life. Innumerable black worm-like tendrils of black mold cover them. They beckon you. Give in to them. Let them take hold. In the sky above you, something massive shifts. Carry on. Some deep sea horror, I guess, going on. Oh, what is this? You feel it as if you're dragged under and into the crushing blackness to unfathomable depths. Stars flash before your eyes again, and you once more see the impossible landscapes. Cyclopean edifices of writhing black shapes, an age of worms. You understand now, this is not some alien dreamscape. This is Warda. This is home. And you are a high priest, the god regent of a perfect world. And now it is time. The sky sunders. 7 I see it comes. Give yourself to it. I'm not sure what happens if we couldn't survive that, but hopefully we wouldn't just die. I don't know if this is the type of game where it would punish you with instant death if you fail a check. Gathering all your willpower, you wrest back control of your faculties and forge ahead. On the wall ahead, you spotted a festering ganglion of black ichor, with 2 small human skulls leering from it. That's sad. They died. The mass of glistening mold pulsates with a grotesque peristolic motion as you approach it. Embedded in it is a collection of small animal bones. Nonetheless, you have no problems identifying 2 complete small human skeletons. One by one, you pry loose the bones from the writhing of the ganglion. Its motion becomes more and more agitated as you work, and a wave of relief washes over you as the last piece comes loose. Now you must make your way out of this death trap. Oh, jeez. The 2 diminutive shapes materialize as if from the very walls themselves. Bodies alive with writhing mold. Their blank, idiotic faces stare up at you in a grotesque imitation of life. Your blood runs cold as organs that should never shape human voices spill forth from the sound of children laughing. A loud shriek escapes from the horrors, and in the maelstrom of writhing blackness, the 2 pathetic creatures reshape into lean forms that tower over you. They do not intend to let you leave. Try to dash past them and escape. Oof. Success. Feigning left and dashing right, you manage to slip past the mindless creatures, and before they manage to regain their bearings, you have clambered up the rope and escaped the well. As you flop over the rim of the well and onto the ground, a faint "Mother!" escapes from below. That sucks. But at least we got the bones. The skeletal figure of Marita sits in front of the well, rocking silently back and forth. I have your children's bones. Marita looks up at you and blinks as if waking from a dream. Without a word, she gingerly takes a small bundle of bones in her arms as if it was a swaddled infant. She cradles it for a moment and then looks up at you with grateful eyes. She gently strokes your cheek once and then turns and wanders into the fog. You've set her free. Falling to your knees, you retch violently. If it is from the conquering mold or the emotional moment, you can't quite tell. Kneeling in the grass, you notice the satchel lying where Marita was kneeling. You get a feeling it was left there for you. Slowly, you regain your composure and get to your feet. Shambling away from the well, you suddenly stiffen. You just hear something? Child's voice, perhaps? Or was just the wind? Maybe we can come back later and fight. But not right now. Hey, a cookbook. Read. Vegetable soup, potato, carrots, leeks. Farmer's omelet, eggs, potatoes, onions. So we probably had enough ingredients to make the vegetable soup, but I think I had a fourth ingredient for some reason, and I guess it doesn't cull out the ingredients you need. It just tries to combine what you have, and if it's too much or too little, I guess it doesn't make anything. Anyways, I still see a trapdoor there. Strange. What that's all about. Huh. Maybe later on I'll re-explore that cave down there just to see if I can fight those guys again. But I kind of wanted to just leave with the XP and minimize the amount of fighting so I wouldn't, you know, die some more. Okay. Right, let's just see if I can take on these two dogs over here. Now that we're at a slightly higher level. Actually, can we sneak? Nope. No sneaking. Well, we're a little bit better equipped. Let's begin combat. Okay. Okay, so soaking up a bit of damage, but still getting hurt. Out of ammo. I guess, you know what? I must have just bought one arrow and it was 2 gold. Ah, you know what? For some reason I was thinking ammo was treated like just an equipable. Like you equip one type of arrow, you have infinite of it. But honestly, that makes more sense. Who's this? A body lies broken up upon the ground. Though it has been gnawed by hounds, it seems clear that this person fell or jumped from the cliffs above. Or roll an 8. What about you? Roll a 7, so you should climb. Okay. But this is just back up here. I could have just... Definitely can't reach that. Well, it's neat that you could, if you wish, just climb up or down. Or I guess you could affix a rope to either bypass the challenge completely or... I don't know. Maybe it just makes it easier. Cool. What's over here? Eggs. Yeah, yesterday when I was trying to play this game, like I was saying, I played a bit of it, then I encountered Cat here, and I was like, I don't want 2 thieves. But I don't think anything's wrong with having a bard and a thief. 'Cause I'd rather have a bit more of a, you know, spread out team composition, I guess. Oh, I fixed a rope. I didn't mean to do that, but you know what? We did it anyways. I'll make it a bit easier in case we have to come up here again. Lots of crafting stuff, it seems. Okay. Is this another cave entrance? It's hard to tell. Another spot to climb. Oh, we've already made it this far. Let's just save again. That part feels old school. Constantly saving. Reminds me of the good old days. And a rope. What's this? Ah. Finely wrought telescope used for astronomical observations. And its lenses are no doubt the product of some of the Empire's finest hyalomancers and allows stars to be observed even in full daylight. Oh, interesting. Never heard that word before. Oh, you could click on it and it shows you what it is. Hyalomancers are imperial magi specializing in the crafting of the glass. Examine the seas. Look out upon the churning grey royal that surrounds the wind-swept shores of Idra. Far out there, among the great waves and beating winds, you swear you momentarily see a great glistening shape shifting just beneath the surface. Cthulhu? Whatever madness has befallen this island, you are certainly safer here than on any ship out there. Let's use the telescope further. Sky. You point the telescope skywards, and after a few moments of searching, you find a gap where the stormy skies have parted just enough to allow you to examine the stars in the firmament. Examine it more closely. How about you? Okay. Maybe we'll come back here. There's someone up here, right? Yeah. Guess if we wanted to, we could climb up and sneak up. Who are you? Oh, it's a crewman. Standing on the edge of the cliff is a crewman from the Zephyr, lucky enough to have made it ashore. The man is swaying and looks in shock. I saw it. By the dead, I just saw it out there. The thing that sunk us. It's still out there. The man begins jabbering incoherently. Can we help him? You're back. Found anyone else alive? No. What do we got? Oh, can't use that. You know what? I should have put a rope there. Yeah, if I put a... Suppose I can... Nah, I can't take the rope back. There's a cave up there, so I feel like... Well, we'll just put a rope here. There we go. Easy way back up. Okay, this is a completely different cave. Okay, let's enter stealth mode. I like how you automatically turn off the light. You don't have to worry too much about it. Enemies. Okay. I wonder if Roland is in here. Should probably just messing around at the beginning of this game here. Okay. Can I... Carrots? Have a leek? Do not. What else do I have? Farmer's omelet? Don't have any potatoes. Or do I? Yeah, I waste all my food. food. What is this? Oh, what did I just do here? Press tab to exit or escape to clear console. Huh. Okay. Oh. Didn't realize tab enters a debug mode. That's interesting. Whoops. Cool. Now let's try to fight those 3 dogs that are around the corner. Feeling kind of particularly brave. Level up a bit. But let's let them come to us in combat. I don't have any arrows, do I? Let's just defend. I have to definitely buy more arrows. Okay. Oof. Oh, I made a mistake. Huh. Yeah, we're definitely gonna attack. Let's attack that one. Fire melee. Oof. It's so bad here. There we go, finally. Dead. Okay. Flanking, right? There we go. I should be doing that. It's a little tricky though with it's a little bit tricky. Just the 2 of us. The more party members we have, the easier it is going to be. It is going to be easier when we have more party members to flank. Oh boy. Okay. I think I'll save here. And then I think we'll wrap this up. I'll spend some time with my son, read some books, and put him to bed. So overwrite that. I gotta get ready for work tomorrow. But yeah, yesterday was a good day. As I was trying to say earlier, because finishing tangents and all that, I had to say bye to a family member. They were going back home to Australia. They were visiting. So they came out this way for a little while, spend the holidays, and they were gonna take off again. And my wife spent a lot of time making a specialty cake because the family member has, I think, what's called celiac. So they have like a major aversion to gluten, and a real one, you know, like, some people, you know what? I can't even comment on it. There's just people with aversions to food, and it's just nice to have something homemade, made for them that they can enjoy, that has the quality of what you're, accustomed to, but isn't going to make you sick. Like, for example, I'm pretty sure I have something wrong with lactose. I still enjoy dairy, even though it's not worth it sometimes. So anyways, said family member, really appreciate it. My wife spent all this time making a gluten-free chocolate cake, which was really good. No, gluten and dairy-free. That's right. Because someone else in the family has an aversion to milk, so it's just tackling all these dietary restrictions. So, but unfortunately, she had to lean towards having a lot of sugar in it. So the person who had aversion to sugar, maybe diabetes, I'm not sure. She couldn't have any, but she totally gets it because that's just how it is with her diet. But yeah, family really enjoyed it. Thought it was fantastic. It ticked off all these boxes of, aversions to gluten and
dairy. It was really good. Normally when I have gluten-free stuff from the store, because I've had in the past, I find like it's dry. I don't know. But my wife made a really good one. I was honestly surprised. And then she made another strawberry shortcake because after this visit, this family get-together where we said goodbye to a family member going back to Australia, it's also was my wife's friend's birthday. And this birthday party was actually planned first. We had arranged for the amenities room to be rented and borrowed so that her friend could host a party there. But then we found out about the family member taking off, so we're like, yeah, we should do both. Try to do both. So we did. And it was good. It was just a very busy day. Anyways, that's my tangent. So, going through some old editing, I certainly complained about a lot about audio issues, especially during my Shadow of the Erdtree playthrough. But I believe that to be a thing of the past. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I'm pretty sure since I've changed my video card, it's not an issue anymore, but well, part of me is kind of still worried about that, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna take off now for real. So you have yourself a fantastic day, afternoon, evening, and night, and all that stuff, and yeah, take care of yourself. Until next time.